Welcome back, guys. Just had to end the stream real quick so I could start it up again for the VOD purposes. I am now joined by a new caster. I've got Vince from Crab Chat with the smooth and silky voice.
Hello, everyone.
So we're gonna go ahead and we got another Crane vs Scorpion matchup here. We have Wydwen versus Jeremey. Now Jeremey is the only Crane player to 7-0 in his pod for this season, and so and Wydwen was in the same group as Heinzel, and they both went 5-2 in that pod. So we're looking at two very strong players here.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see how this plays out. I'm unfamiliar with Wydwen or Jeremy here, but I'm interested to see how the Crane Scorpion matchup's going to come up.
We have looking at the deck list real quick. So we have Scorpion also on Dragon Splash like Heinzel was. He, however, is not splashing Let Go. He's chosen to splash He's chosen to play Calling in Favors. So he's playing 3 Furies and 2 Wanderers instead of the 2 Let Goes and 3 Wanderers that Heinzel was playing.
Yeah, definitely going more on the calling and favors plan of stealing everything while still losing a little bit to dishonor, but then also just bowing them all with fury.
Yeah, Wydwen playing 2 Assassination, 2 Fate Worse Than Death. He has 1 Censure to give himself 4 cancels. He has 1 Court Mask, and he has 3 Cunning Magistrate. The Scorpion Magistrate doesn't matter if you're attacking or blocking. It just blanks all Dishonored characters.
Yet the only one that works on both, because that's good.
And so in his Dynasty deck, he has 6 holdings, no favorable grounds. He's playing 2 City of Lies to help reduce the cost of the Calling in Favors and the Fate Worse Than Deaths. And he is playing 2 Favored Nieces. So Favored Niece is a very polarizing card for the Scorpion players. I find that some people like it and some people hate it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where are you okay with paying 3 to in some cases at best discard a card and draw a card twice a turn? And that's an interesting choice. So I like the card because I like discarding cards and drawing cards, but also 3 Fate's kind of a lot. And only for a 2/2.
All right, so in the Crane players corner, we have traditional Dragon Splash. So these are just very traditional decks here. We have 3 Let Go, 2 Fury from the Crane player, 3 Political Rival, and 3 Steward of Law, 3 Fans, 3 Katanas, 2 Assassinations, only 1 Noble Sack, 3 Policy Debate. 3 Policy Debate out of the Crane. I don't think there were any in the Scorpion list.
Yeah, Scorpion list has actually 0 Policy Debate.
Which is something I've seen a lot of Scorpion players have just chosen not to play Policy Debate.
I think the line of thinking for that is they're dishonoring a lot of that time, so they're not going to have the higher stats to rap battle with. But I still think it's worth it. Like, even Crab runs it, so I don't see a reason to not to run it in most decks.
Crane here has no test of skills, so they're just playing all 2s and 3s ofs. They got 2 admit defeats. He's playing 3 Yoshi and 3 Hotaru and 3 Gust of Honor, so his curve is huge.
This is big boy Crab, or Crane, sorry.
Yeah. 4 holdings, 1 favorable, 3 storehouse. So, very solid, just all 3 ofs, like, no, yeah, exactly. Nyx is just saying this list is just clean, and I agree. Like, this is like when you load up a Magic list and it's just 4 ofs down the line.
Yeah, this is the list you take when you're like, I want to play Crane. What's the list look like?
Yeah.
And you get this list.
All right, I'm letting our combatants know that we're ready. Give me 1 sec, Nick. Nick's, I'm asking Heinzel on Discord what the reasoning is for Manicured over Secret Cache, because I also want to know. Because Secret Cache is sick. Alright, so let's see who's going to win the die roll. Looks like Jeremy wins the die roll, chooses to go second. I'm assuming that the Scorpion player would want to play second, but I guess he could have chosen to play first.
Second does seem stronger. It's not a traditional drop bear scorpion though, so he's not needing necessarily the extra fate, but it still helps a lot, especially with something like a fate worse than death.
All right, so mulligan wise, Wydwen has mulligan 2 out of Dynasty. Jeremey has also mulligan 2.
Already on the mirror match. Also two from conflict from Wydwen here.
All right, so Wydwen's on 2 conflict. Let's see what Jeremey does. So Scorpion really wants to see Forged Edict in this matchup because it's so much easier to have Forged Edict available than it is to have Voice of Honor.
For sure. Although he does also have Censor, so I'm interested how hard he's going to try and fight for the favor. Well, he has Imperial Palace, so it's not going to be too hard. Some very interesting flops here. We've got the...
So Wydwen has Miyako here.
Yeah, Miyako and also the Imperial Palace, which
Wow, I really like Crane's flop here. Crane has all really strong characters. Crane has a duplicate Nourishma, so he can Nourishma no fate and then discard the duplicate.
Yeah, Crane's start here looks very, very aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, Nourishma, discard the copy,
Activate.
and yeah, activate, then probably Doji Challenger just to get some spicy pull-ins. And a Whisper for the flip. Yeah, let's see. So Wydwen did pass first, so he gains that extra face. He was up to 3. Now, Jeremey here has plenty of time to do what he wants. I'm curious if he goes, with the Doji Challenger with 2 fate on it, or if he tries to go for something like Brash Samurai with a fate, Whisper with a fate, and more wide strategy than a tall strategy.
I think Wydwen has 2 assassinations, so that can be a little bit risky.
Fair point.
I know a lot of Scorpions were running down to 1, but Wydwen has chosen to go for 2.
I could dig it.
Going wide though is
Brash
good against
with
Fury.
0. So we did end up getting Brash and the Whisper for the 1, so he still has the 2 fate. Oh, oh no, I'm thinking of the previous Crane with Phoenix to leave up Display of Power, but
it could be Noble Sack. He does have a Noble Sack, and so he can honor Brash Samurai with Noble Sack is sick. You can honor the Brash Samurai, and then if he dishonors Miyako somehow and just hits him with Noble Sack.
Yeah, I imagine Fire Ring is going to be very contested this
Yeah,
match.
Wydwen does not have a Courtier. He didn't flip a Courtier. Like we were just talking about Forged Edict being easier to turn on. This is just one of those moments where it's just not.
Exactly. So he's opening up here after the draw of 5 for both, which is about standard. Taking that 1 extra fate or 1 extra honor from the Crane.
Yep. And so this is the first and easiest activation of your stronghold for the Scorpion player.
For sure.
Now, basically weaving it in and just trying to get it off in as much as possible is really what you're going to be trying to do.
Exactly. And from here, I don't think Wydwen's going to be attacking first. Seems very aggressive because it leaves him up to a double break on the crackback.
For sure.
He's probably going to pass his first conflict, try and block, see what he can do with any of the cards in his hand to stop it. Because he does have the Fury, so if he just goes with Brash trying to attack 1, gets bowed out, so he has at least 1 attack or another defense still.
Wydwen has chosen to pass, like you predicted.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Now, obviously, so Brash does want to attack on its own. However, he could have a conflict character. He does have 3 Steward of Laws.
Yeah, he has the classic triple Steward, triple for shame combo.
Yeah, it's real good. Why don't Crab get to play stuff like that? Oh, we see Way of the Crane here to honor Nourishment to turn on Voice of Honor.
Off immediately.
So
he might be sending Nourishment on his own in like probably a fire conflict.
I think he just honors Nourishment here because he's gonna hang around, and this protects Brash Samurai from Fury because he can Voice of Honor.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's fair, Nix. But now that Nourishment's honored, he can voice the assassination. Yeah, and I think Nourishment's a better target, being 1 faded and now honored.
Yeah, basically has the same stats as.
So we're seeing
Brash.
a scout here with the Whisperer.
Very likely.
I wonder if he goes
I could
fire.
imagine. Yeah, fire or earth. One of those two.
Well, if he goes fire, that almost screams Noble Sack.
For sure.
Cause like
Although he would need to get Brash somewhere in conflict, so he doesn't lose a fate off the Nourishma.
yeah, for sure. Which shouldn't be hard.
Ah, he does go earth with that.
Okay, so he's gonna go for cards,
Ooh, and hit meditations on the Dow, so
which is
that
really
Whisper's
unfortunate.
probably getting stripped.
So the Scorpion player cannot move. If he moves Miyako in, he has to immediately play a political buff. Otherwise, it gets bowed by the Crane box.
It's true, and I don't think he has a way to move it in without favorable grounds, and he doesn't run favorable grounds.
Yep. So he's chosen
not
not to do
fit that.
anything. We see a fan here going for a quick break. Does Wydwen have a Fury or a Assassination here? We see him activating Storehouse to draw a card.
Probably not an amazing hand for him if he has to crack it right now. But he does have some options here. His add-up still, he could, play in a Tattooed Wanderer. No, that still breaks. That seems bad. See, not even a court games actually stops this break either, because if he dishonors the Whisperer, it still goes to 4.
He has 3 Cunning Magistrates. I don't know how much you want to play Cunning Magistrate with 0 fate, but Cunning Magistrate can stop a lot. Like that card.
It can.
Cause
but do you use it on just this one?
No, I don't think it's worth it. I think you just accept your break. You accept the trade. You basically traded Meditations for a fan and a Whisperer.
And you're not losing a very important card either with the Yogo Outcast.
Oh, discards for Shame at random. That's so important. For Shame is such a strong card in these matchups because of the basically because these characters all want to stay in their status phase. Like Scorpion characters want to stay honored or neutral. Crane characters want to stay honored or neutral. Also, for Shame is a big deal.
Oh, very much so. Truthfully, he didn't have a way to use it this turn, but that doesn't mean it's game's over this turn or anything like that.
So, let's see if Wydwen attacks here.
I imagine he doesn't.
So
no, he totally does.
So him not assassinating the Whisperer screams he doesn't have assassinate, and he didn't fear the Whisperer either. So like I mean.
Yeah, he was. I imagine he's trying to probably play around the Voice of Honor a little bit. Because if he goes Assassinate, he just loses 3 honor for no reason.
Yeah, so you probably lead with Fury in that situation, and then if they voice it, you can Assassinate. But like the thing is,
you're down the Fate and not the 3 honor.
Yeah, it's whatever you value more, right? Actually, going down 3 honor is probably better for Scorpion. It doesn't because you can just steal it back.
Indeed. Although it still causes the problem.
Miyako face on Shameful.
Ooh, that's not great.
It's a little awkward with Brash Samurai, but if Brash Samurai somehow becomes dishonored,
no, I have to honor with Shameful. So sad.
Well, so this is gonna be interesting. So if Wydwen plays a conflict character, he can then use Brash Samurai's action to honor itself again.
That's true. If he does have something to
he can also just Noble Sack here.
Yeah. Just pop it off now. Puts Wydwen really behind.
I guess you wait to see if you're gonna win the conflict. So if Wydwen commits to this conflict and gets hit by Noble Sack, that's gonna be huge because that's 5 fate gone from Wydwen.
Mm-hmm. Although.
Yep. So Wydwen plays Bonsai now. Now does Jeremy have the Noble Sack?
It's only a 1 of, so I don't imagine.
It is
tricky to see in the top 10 cards, but it's not impossible.
Well, it's what 10. It's 10 and 40. It's 25%. You have 10 different chances to see a 1 in 40.
That's fair.
Oh no, it's not. It's 1 in 40, then 1 in 39, then 1 in 38.
No, the super weird calculator thing. I've done that before.
It's a statistics thing. So
he uses Fury to bow him instead of Noble Sack.
Okay.
Now this does leave Jeremy here with basically a free attack /
Jeremy does have a force. He has to not hit Pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he could hit Pilgrimage and have a mill buff, but I mean, to just break on his own, he would prefer not to have to expend any cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because at this point, if he hits he has 2 really bad hits here. Because he can hit the Rally to the Cause, he could hit the
Rally's probably under the box, I would imagine.
it's very possible because he does also have. Uh, yeah, no, I was thinking pilgrimage could be under the box as well, but that
No,
wouldn't make
the
as
the
much
reason
sense.
the reason I wouldn't put pilgrimage under my box is because I want every access to fate as possible, and the
Mm,
seeker getting the seeker avoid fate is very important.
for sure.
So yeah. So it's a pretty normal Scorpion Row, shameful pilgrimage, meditation, seeker cache, rally under box.
So he hits the secret cache, so that does give Wydwen a chance to look some cards.
Now, Wydwen can find an assassination or a fury here.
And goes for the air ring. Interesting. Is that better than any other option he has?
He could have. Well, he's gonna get first attack, so he's going for air here, and he's gonna then go fire next round.
That's fair. Puts the fate on the unclaim.
Yep.
Makes sense.
And then the real question is, does he steal one to keep the honor? So there's the assassination.
Yeah. So Mizumi tried to Fury, got Voice of Honor. Now he's doing the voice. Oh,
He
has
voiced the
double Voice of
assassination too.
Honor.
So Jeremy had
So
double voice. Wow, that's so
rough.
strong.
Yeah, that was both his tools. So probably just gonna lose another province here.
Gonna
Not
get
have
it
a way
double
to.
broken, and Seeker Cash getting broken on first attack is really awesome because the strength of the Scorpion Province row is that it has to be, you have to go back to a lot of these provinces multiple times, and they have strong effects.
Mm-hmm. Now that is a painful, to say the least.
Now, does he have another answer?
It wouldn't be hard. He does still have 7 in hand, but also, the other options he has is just, another Fury. This is military, so you need
Tattooed
something
Wanderer
like,
comes in. We're gonna get a
yeah,
reaction from
Wanderer
Miyako.
stops it from break. Yeah, he does get the reaction. Is he going to choose the discard or the dishonor?
You
I
probably
imagine
dishonor. Oh, he dishonors the
dishonor.
Whisper. Okay. So the Whisperer and the Brass Hammer are gonna cancel each other out when they leave play. So Jeremy does
So
not
just
have any more mill buffs, so he just wins the conflict but doesn't break.
that's probably the best outcome Wydwen can have here.
Yep.
Just
Jeremy
not
decides
losing
to
this
steal one honor because of that. I think because of the assassination, stealing one becomes more ideal.
for sure. Ooh, and yeah,
This
that
is
gives Jeremy the neutral tie for the favor, so no one's getting that one. So that
yeah.
turns off
So
the one of censor.
I think this is a huge. I actually think this is a huge victory on this turn for Jeremy. The reason being, anytime you can tie or win favor against the Imperial Palace is huge.
For sure.
And now we're gonna get Crane going first with a challenger turn.
Yeah, Crane's gonna have a very strong turn here, although it does really, depend on the flops if Wydwen can get something interesting
Well,
going.
Wydwen not running favorable ground is really huge here because Crane's just gonna wait. Wydwen didn't mulligan the Imperial Palace. I think that's very greedy.
That's super greedy.
Ooh, we see Cautious Scout too.
Yeah, I can imagine another break here coming from Jeremy. At least one more.
So
With
Jeremy
that
probably
Cautious
challenger.
Scout
You
and-
think challenger 2 fate? You can challenger 2 fate and then scout 0 fate.
So playing crab so many times, Challenger with like anything above 3, 2 fate feels correct. Even though it causes me to not be able to play as much, it just the value you get from that extra turn is huge. And it also turns off the Void Ring pretty effective. Well, not turn off, but it makes it a much less viable option.
So Illusionist comes in to remove. It's gonna want to remove that honor token. Although
That's
two Voice of Honors being played already.
That does give Scorpion a little bit of breathing room when it comes to events for sure. And yeah, it is a good point, Nix. That Palace does basically block Yoshi if he can at least tie a lot of the ring for glory.
That's fair.
Then it doesn't let him get his Yoshi turns.
I don't know about very good about preemptively keeping a card to stop potentially a card from your opponent. Like I don't know about very good. I would say there is a line.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's without something like Rebuild Out of Crab, with that type of splash, you're not gonna be able to reuse that ever again.
That's true.
So having it, because it's the limit one, so having it is better than just getting rid of it and never having the option.
Okay,
Does limit what your flops can be, but
oh,
can
so
still
Jeremy spends all his fate and he goes super wide.
yeah, he just
Wydwen bids
is
3,
filling the
Jeremy
board.
5 bids. I think that's. I mean, that's conservative by Wydwen. I think he could have gone to 4, and then been 2.
Very
He would have been
easily.
down 2.
Yeah, very easily, especially with the box just taking that honor every turn makes his bids one less every time.
That's fair next because of how expensive his conflict deck is. He can like he doesn't really get hurt by the missing dynasty slot. That's fair.
It does guarantee that province will probably never be attacked though. So if it's something relevant like
Yeah, the Imperial
Pilgrimage or
Palace just
something like
also
that,
has 2 strength. Imagine if that's Pilgrimage. You're just never breaking that.
yeah, it's almost as good as crab box where you got above 6 strength.
Yeah, well, Kalimsha's Unicorn deck, what it tries to do is it Mia Satoshis into the Moake Kabu, the plus 3, and you put that on Pilgrimage, and you just have an 8 strength Pilgrimage, and you just use Talisman of the Sun, and you just keep sending people to 8 strength Pilgrimage.
Consistently sending them on trips.
So
yeah, we do see Illusionist getting rid of Nishio's honor.
we do see
And
a
then-
faceplant into Shameful Display here.
Yeah, military with the Challenger and Whisper. Or,
On fire, he is
political.
going fire.
Yeah, firing.
So
Called that.
he can hook Miyako and then immediately bow.
Yeah, because he would need a fan or something along those lines to stop that, but it's very powerful.
Oh, he hooks Tattooed Wanderer. Interesting.
No, he's still choosing defenders for this.
Oh, he is. I'm sorry. I thought he had just chosen the one defender. I think this seems desperate.
Yeah, it feels like a very big overcommitment because I think he might be trying to give him a saturation of targets. So if he brings in the Wanderer, he pulls in the Miyako with the Challenger, and then he still has a dude to block with.
So
That's not just
Wydwen
the
gains
illusionist.
Fate from Seeker of Void, and then Fate worse than Death to Challenger.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Why did he block with the
Yeah,
Tattooed
that makes-
Wanderer
that-
here?
Oh,
Admit defeat. Admit defeat.
yep, that makes
Crane
yep,
Crane
there.
has 2 admit defeats.
He is running 2.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a good play around.
I think I play around 2. I think I play around if my opponent has 2. But when a lot of Crane lists have only been playing 1, and I just won't. I mean, I'll make my opponent show it to me.
Yeah, especially with 10 cards in hand, it's likely he has one
Of the 2, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm assuming Jeremy will not forget to box the Tattooed Wanderer.
Maybe he saves it though if he wants to use it on something like a Miyako. I don't know if that's correct, but it could be a line of thinking where not using it now and just losing this conflict versus using it later to win a better conflict. But that fire ring claim does seem pretty tempting. Yeah, Ty's going to attacker does make that choice a lot better for him.
That's fair.
Ah, he's not using the box.
Interesting. Why?
Probably that line of thinking where he can bow Miyako later to
But
basically
Miyako will just
invalidate
do
the
a-
conflict.
Maybe because even if he boxes, he can't win because of the Shameful Display.
That's a fair point.
No,
Shameful
no,
Display
no, no.
hasn't been
Next,
used
because of Shameful Display, he's not gonna win. So he can save the box. He can use the box defensively. I think it's reasonable not to box there if you aren't gonna commit anything else to that conflict.
Yeah, not seeing Shameful Display being attacked as a province, if you just look at it as a blank conflict, makes sense to hit Wanderer, but Shameful Display is there. So it changes the numbers too much to not make it a tie anymore.
So we're gonna see a military attack by Miyako here. What does he hit?
No whammies. No whammies.
Well, I mean, he already hit the one whammy, Shameful Display. He hits Fertile Fields, so we
Fertile
get
Fields.
Seeker of Air Fate, and we're gonna get a card draw for the Crane player. Crane defends
Card
with
draw
Nourishma.
and Fate gain from Seeker.
Yeah, Seeker is sick. We were talking about what Crab would look like with a Seeker roll, and I think they would be fine, honestly.
I I like the idea, like something like Secret Earth would be really interesting. Just to
Oh,
have
just to run like
something
double, like, whoa.
double +5s or defend the wall and a +5. But I would miss Crisis Breaker too much to allow that to happen.
Seeker of Earth is very weak. I think Seeker of Void, Seeker of Fire, because of Feast or Famine. Um, I think those are just like the two best Seeker roles. Seeker of Air for Crab would be good too.
Hmm.
Like just running the economy.
Getting Pathfinder's Blade's really nice as well.
Yep.
But at the same time, I'm a little sad, Crisis
So we
Breaker
see a
is
Wave of the
Seeker
Scorpion here to dishonor Urshima, bringing the score down 2-2.
So he's winning this, going after Water Ring, very likely unbowing Illusionist or bowing the Cautious Scout, more likely.
Sure, Nix, but like, if he had used his box in that conflict and then not committed anything else to the conflict, it's basically just symbolically tapping your box, being like, "See, I used it."
It's not useless.
Yeah. Whereas there's also some equity in not using it and to kind of lulling your opponent into thinking that you're dumb or something. You know what I mean? It's like, this guy's stupid. He didn't know how to use his box. And then like later on, you're like, no, I know how to use it. Sure, but like you have 10 cards in your hand. Like, how much do you want to commit to that conflict? Not everyone wants to commit, or not everyone wants to commit all 3-4 cards into a conflict just to basically win. 300 IQ plays.
The year 3017, while we're still living in 2017.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, what's that one song? You're so 2008, I'm so 2000 late or something?
That was like year 2000 and late. I'm 2008.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I don't listen to the pop music.
No,
too
you
often.
you knew exactly what the line was. So we see a Fury
Try
now
to
to
cover
Bao Miyako. Does Wydwen have a conflict character?
That's a question. Because if he has, well, he doesn't have enough fate to play the Cunning Magistrate. If he had it, it'd be okay. Adept, though, would tie and give him the ring effect.
Yep, there's the
There's
adept.
the adept.
Has he already triggered Miyako this turn, or was that last turn?
That was last turn.
So
this
we're
would
gonna
be-
get another Miyako trigger. Miyako
Yes, that was
in
last
this
turn.
game and in Heinzel's game has been doing work.
Yeah, and you don't see a lot of decks running it anymore in the typical, playing characters from the hand style deck.
Yeah.
I'll a drop bear. But
It combos
that
very nicely
forcing
with
Dishonor
adept.
could actually be really strong here because it could force the Cautious Scout. So he has just basically no stats going into another attack.
Adept of Shadows is the real combo with Miyako.
Yeah, Adept Shadows is probably one of my favorite cards out of Scorpion. It's simplistically just a 2/2 for 2, but then just the bouncing at every turn makes it really nice because you do get the repeatable triggers of the Miyako and things along those lines. So let's see what Jeremy does here. He does Dishonor the Cautious Scout.
Yep, Dishonor's a scout.
So
Jeremy
back to
has
ties.
3 Dishonored characters leaving play this turn. That is something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, not the best position to be in if you're trying to not get dishonored.
Yeah, Jeremy has to be very careful with his draw bits. So we see a Steward of Law now.
I imagine Steward of Law for Shame is going to be coming out here.
He doesn't have to. He's just winning right now because Steward of
That's
Law
true.
plus
It depends on how hard he wants to commit on Adept of Shadows. At this point, I'm guessing he's not going to because Steward of Law is in this conflict. But it does give him he claims a fire ring, but he doesn't get to dishonor one of his characters.
well. So he just honors his illusionist then.
Yeah, if he had one. I had it backwards. Who was attacking who? So yeah, this is the Cautious Scout attack. Probably going for Shameful Display, so he just needs a fan or a katana.
Yeah,
in order
you'd
to
need a
break it.
katana.
Yeah.
Contesting void. I think he wants to void. He could void either. I would probably void Miyako.
Yeah, getting rid of that utility of the playing the dude over and over. So he has a bonsai in order to give him the bonus. But he is just going to play the Adept of Shadows into this, so he doesn't do it twice. So he has to have something else to actually make this a break. Or he doesn't play the Adept and it breaks anyways. Interesting. Oh, he has no fate to play it. That makes sense. So he gets the break with the Cautious Scout. Does he discard? Yep, discards the Blackmail Artist that was face down on it.
Neff saying he has no fate.
Yeah, no, he has no fate. I caught that. I need to pay a little bit more attention. It's still a little early. It's a little early, 10:30 a.m. anyways.
Yeah, that's fair. It is indeed crab morning. Do you just have like a macro for that? As soon as you wake up and start Discord, it just types
Nope,
crab morning.
I wake up and type it in. It's my little morning thing. So he does get the favor, even though Jeremey did claim 2 rings. Imperial Palace is a pretty good card.
Yep. So now, like Nick was saying, do you pitch the palace now that you have favor? So all you need to do is tie on glory.
It's a tough choice because if you discard it, it does guarantee that province is probably going to be attacked. If you keep it, it's still the +2 power.
It's still +2 on but I think the fact that it's on pilgrimage is actually the reason he's just keeping it. 7th strength pilgrimage is insane.
Very. So he either has to overcommit or commit a lot to break it, or he gives him a card with secret cache. I almost think he goes after secret cache in this case. So Jeremey gets rid of the Kaizen.
Keeps Asami. Asami's really important in this matchup, allowing you to take honor back, basically. Flips a Hotaru.
And a Storyteller. Interesting. Another...
Huh.
How do you pronounce that one again?
That's, what'd you say? Storyteller is the one that gives courtesy to everyone.
Yeah, any honored character gets Sincerity, which is the drawing of cards.
Oh, Sincerity, I'm sorry. Courtesy is the gain of fate one. Only,
Right.
Only the crab character, the envoy, and Yoruma have courtesy. So Sincerity. I don't know why they decided to keyword all that stuff.
It just makes it easier in the long run.
That's fair.
Although it does make it so, like something like Yoruma, I didn't realize he had courtesy.
Yeah, it's because courtesy is just like one small word and not bolded or anything, just in a sentence. He has courtesy and then cannot be immune to poison. Which is
that's kind of a holdover from early beta testing, from what I understand.
I think it's also a lore thing. Apparently, the Kitsuki are actually immune to poison in the lore.
Makes sense. So we do see for buys, Wydwen gets the Rumor Monger with 1 fate, which is huge against Scorpion, or against Crane. My apologies, to just move around that honor to not let him get the favorable honor here, and then we get Jeremey with Asami, and then back to Wydwen with the Blackmail Artist. And bids, we have Jeremey with 3, Wydwen with 4, which makes a lot of sense. He could just steal that honor back.
Yep.
Although they are tied with that bid, so he can't do that.
So
right
Wydwen
now.
would have had a 5 bid.
So he'll probably have to wait if he can get another dishonor or honor the Miyako or something along those lines. Also, Joe, I root for Crab in this game, even though they're not here. I would like them to win.
Who do you root for in a game between Crane and Scorps? Can you tie in this game? That's good.
That makes sense still for.
Noman saying no poison attachments, not immune to poison. A poison event would work. That's fair. Oh, okay. Steelfur saying someone poisoned his son, so he developed an immunity. Huh. I really like the lore of this game. Like the art, the lore, everything is really cool about this game.
For sure. So we actually, interestingly enough, we have Wydwen going in for a military conflict with the Miyako.
So scouting is pretty good here because every province that he can flip up, it turns off what's it called? Furies.
Correct. Crab wouldn't know that because 0 glory is a real thing.
Yep, I'll hit Kasada every single time.
So we have Miyako going after Manager Garden. He's getting the extra fate from his role. And then he's blocking with the Challenger, which is interesting because he doesn't get the pull-in effect, but he's dishonored, so he's not high stats to begin with. So he's probably just blocking more so to turn on something like...
No, he waved the Cranes the Challenger. Interesting.
Yeah, turn on with Wave the Crane.
Oh, no, okay. So Wydwen doesn't redirect it because he doesn't want Asami to have an honor token.
That's fair. That's a much higher stat difference if you do give Asami the bonus versus keeping it on Challenger, because Challenger at this point isn't as great.
Nick's with the Game of Thrones reference saying Tears of Lys the best kill spell. John Aaron rip.
So Jeremy is winning this on defense.
Oh, so
He has the
we see
Tattoo
Tattoo
Hunter.
Hunter, and now we have Miyako just gonna do work.
Do Miyako things. I imagine probably forcing a Dishonor, which
Do you
isn't going to
dishonor or
change
do you
the...
discard a card?
Looks like
Discards
discards
policy
debate.
debate at random.
That is one of the three.
I think that
Man,
I think Jeremy's gonna be okay with that discard. He's
Yeah.
not really in a position to use it. He's gonna have a lot of fate though, because we could see a political rival with one fate or two fate.
Very likely, or even a Steward of Law with one.
Yeah.
Or, no, Rival's the one. Never mind.
So you could rival, and then covert past the blackmail artist or the rumormonger, do water, and stand the challenger after your attack.
So he had the second policy debate. So he had the Challenger duel the Wanderer. So in this
Both
case,
players bid one.
yeah,
I think that's a mistake by Wydwen. I think if I'm Wydwen, I assume my opponent is going to bid one, and I bid higher because my box is ready. Like, I would have bid three, right? So I would have bid them if my opponent bids one, I would have bid 3 or 4.
yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And yeah, Miyako has put in three triggers now. At
Yep,
this
3
point.
triggers.
That's huge value. He's basically played 2-way of the Scorpions and like half an Earth Ring.
Yeah,
with all of that
Neff had this exact same thing happen to him in his game against Heinzel, where Miyako had 3 triggers, and it's just incremental value that slowly peters you out. Like,
So looking at Wydwen's hand, he has Adapt to Shadows, Assassinate, Calling in
we knew
Favors.
he had the Adaptive Shadows, so
Yeah. 1 charge and 3 court games.
he does have all 3 court
Cunning
games in his
Magistrate,
hand.
For Shame, and Ornate Fan. So he's winning a lot of these court games. But it is one of those, you court games. Okay, my court games happens. Now go back to actions.
It is a military conflict, so he cannot start using his court games here. On
Not
the
yet.
plus side, Wydwen's court games will always hit the target that it wants to because he has the rumormonger.
Mm-hmm.
So if he dishonors Asami and then Jeremy tries to re-honor, he can just move it to the challenger who's going to be leaving.
For sure. No, Rumormonger is definitely one of the best cards in this matchup.
I think Rumormonger is just like one of the best Scorpion cards. Like it's reasonable stats, and it just messes with so many things.
And it's a courtier, which is a high value keyword.
Mm-hmm. Soon we're gonna get a Bushi cancel.
If you control more Bushi, cancel, and then the lion just starts laughing.
Yeah, all right, maybe not that. All right, if we were to design a Bushi cancel, what would it be? Remove a fate from a Bushi character you control. Cancel.
If it's anything like Fallen in Battle versus like Spies at Court, I imagine it's like if you have more power than your opponent, then you get to cancel something.
You were about to say force.
Yes.
Are you?
Yes, I was.
You're an old 5R player, right, Vince?
I did play a lot of old 5R.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I was say I know in Crab Chat we've had a lot of talk about force and all the old cards, so I definitely heard force coming out of your mouth.
At least I wasn't saying chief or political.
That's
That's a little
fair.
bit easier to transition from. But force, military, they're basically the same
Nick's
thing.
is saying if you count 5 or more skill, cancel. That's insane. That means like any champion just counts it.
No, that's amazing. That's 100% what I want.
I like a card called Stop Talking. If you have more Bushi than your opponent, cancel the event.
Oh, so like the province, which is like if you have 3 or more, bow someone.
Yeah, right in the streets.
Dogpile them.
So real quick, we just saw Jeremy win so Jeremy did win that military conflict with the help of a bonsai.
Off the back of a single-use bonsai.
Yep. So he didn't have to kick it. We're gonna see Asami going into the secret cache because he just can't break the 7 strength pilgrimage.
He could try, but
I mean, he
doubt
could.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Try as you might.
And he's choosing water, which makes a lot of sense in this case. Lets him restand challenger if he does win this in order to block.
So he's gonna double block here, and the reason, and so both players are gonna try and win here. So at any point that Jeremy is higher in fans, he can immediately steal on. Oh, so there's the court
Yeah.
games.
There goes the court games. Now, does he have his... Well, so
It
even
doesn't matter if he has
own
his own.
court games, it gets moved over to challenger.
Yep.
Yes, Stronghold.
Yes,
Please.
now we
remember
can
to
box. We can box one of these characters. Political favor is going to be really important here. So yeah, so Jeremy court games doesn't
Yep,
do
plays
anything.
into that.
We could
Now,
see
do you
another way of the
box-
crane.
That would, let's see, because he's already played at least 1 and 2.
He's played
So
two.
played
Yeah.
2. Now, do you box? Okay, so he did it, Nix, for you. He got the box on the room.
There you go. Hashtag use box.
The moving the honor over truthfully doesn't actually change too much in this case in terms of honor loss. Now it's just an even nothing. But he does play the political rival into this conflict, so he's getting the extra 3 stats.
So but there's a fan.
There's that fan we knew about.
Now does Jeremy have another
Well, he has
political buff?
force shame, so he could try and force shame the artist to move that number down 1 more. In order to at least
Rumor Monger's
get
already
the
been
ring.
used, so he can't move the dishonor status.
The
So
question is that worth it?
I think so, because you steal. So this is a 2 honor swing, or yeah, it's 2 honor swing. Regardless, it's 2 honor swing either way. So we see an edict.
He's edicting the left.
Oh, but then voice of honor to cancel force edict.
Oh, we playing Magic again.
Yep, we just had the counter war.
Just had the counter into your counter into my spell resolving.
Yep, we have last in, first out, or first in, last out.
Aha, he wins the conflict handedly, gets the challenger. Although truthfully,
Did he?
no, he does get a military attack.
Did
back.
he
That's
use
correct.
Asami? He did not.
He did not.
He
use
forgot
Asami.
to use Asami.
He did forget to use Asami. Truth be told, it does turn on the box right away, but he's going to have the box turned on at the end of turn anyways.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Don't worry about it, Flying Zergling. I will have the VODs posted and sent to Rega, so we will have lots and lots of L5R for you guys to watch. Yeah, also, yeah, Nyx is saying the unopposed along with Miyako leaving, so there's going to be an honor loss, yeah.
Yep, quite a big swing.
Yeah, so instead of the Scorpion being down to 4, he's going to be at 5.
So honoring the challenger was probably more of a mistake than it was initially, because now he gets the free break, he gets the dishonor, and he gets the ring effect as well. So
This rally to the cause is so. If Jeremy has not looked at Wydwen's deck list, it could be a big deal, because rally to the cause, if you attack with this political rival, it just goes home bowed.
Yup, very very painful.
Lion players know all about that with Matsu Berserker.
So he did use the City of the Open Hand, so he did get that correct.
Yep. So he's at 4. He should be at 3 from the Asami. Like that's
Yeah.
really what we're seeing here. Yeah, Neff saying he should poke Mill first and then go swing with the rival and covert. Oh,
For
hitting
sure.
Hotaru and Yoshi. He does not have favor, so I could see. So you discard the duplicate Asami and play Hotaru probably.
Very likely.
Because like Hotaru is just better than Yoshi right now because she has one more mill, and without the
Yeah,
favor.
this one of favorable ground is gonna be really interesting because he could poke, see what it is, and then favorable ground out if he's going to lose.
Well, he should just know what it is.
That's fair.
Like, so we see Yunako. Yunako's very strong. So
Yeah, Yunako's gonna do potentially a lot. He can't switch the rival, but he can switch the Asami.
we were talking
Or
to
even
Heinzel,
Hotaru.
and he was saying that to practice for paper tournaments, he just doesn't even bother looking at Decklists. And in top cuts, though, you do get to see Decklists, and so I would consider this a top cut match.
Yeah,
And
I'd agree. This cup definitely feels like a top cut, and that's the only reason I played as strangely as I did in my game that I played against the Lion deck is because I knew he was on the Noble Sack line of play, so did some interesting choices that time.
So
Which
let's
you
see
can
if
check out
Jeremy
on
is on the
Minus
same ideology when it comes to. Well, Jeremy also bid 4, so Jeremy's gone 4 and Wydwen's gone 2. I think Jeremy's trying to win this turn.
I could agree. Getting as many cards as possible without overbidding to potentially go down
Yeah.
much lower on honor.
So, oh no, he doesn't know. This is Oh no, but he gets the covert. He still gets the covert regardless.
He does still get the covert, which is useful, but he
But
does lose 3 force for it.
this is, I think this is a huge mistake. This could actually just, this could be a game losing mistake. I think.
It really could, because the Asami is dishonored, so he's only got 3 into this 5 strength province, and the other person has, and then Wydwen has a couple dudes with enough military to at least.
Yeah, Nix is saying favorable guns is super good because you just send Asami in to poke at it and then send her home.
Yeah, that much. I think he's a little tunnel visioned at this point. He might not. Realize
He also
that
just
Rally
might not
was
have
under
looked
the
at the deck
stronghold.
list. Like that is the thing.
That's
Like
very possible.
like people aren't obligated to look at the deck list. It is available and it is public. So we
he
see
does
a
get the
charge,
charge now for favorable niece,
which is really strong because if he has any assassinations or anything, he can start pitching those.
for sure.
So we see a policy debate. So there's the adept to shadows that we know about. There is an assassination, a bonsai calling in favors another charge, the 2 court games, a fury, and a magistrate.
So I honestly, Fury's probably one of the stronger picks here, or Bonsai
Yeah,
might be.
so it would have been better. Fury would have been way better if he had not had this rival get bowed, because Fury can bow the rival because it has 0 glory. But now that it's just done its job for it, what do you take here?
I would take Bonsai, just because extra 4 power to stop me from breaking your stronghold.
I don't think it's tilt Blarg. It literally felt like he just hadn't seen the deck list.
Yeah.
Jerry has played this game pretty tight. Like he's made 1 or 2 small mistakes, which I think in almost every single match everyone has done. And so I don't think he's tilting. I just think he literally just didn't look at the deck list.
Yeah. Oh, tunnel vision. So he is. Let's see. So he cycles the assassination, and he did discard the Bonsai. Wydwen got the Bonsai discarded from him.
Okay.
Now he's cycling the assassination for one more new thing.
Oh, you're saying it's hard not to tilt after that. I see. That's
Oh, for sure.
this will be the mark of a good player, though. So we see it for shame.
Yep. Shaming the niece.
Is he really gonna try and break? Oh, so we see calling in. Oh no, he's cycling calling in favors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing to take, so definitely cycling it.
Are we gonna see Crane try and break Mill now?
It's not impossible. He does have bonsais. He does have fine katanas he hasn't played yet, and he did just discard a calling in favors. So the potential of him having another one isn't low. So there's the bonsai. He still needs 1 more power to break.
Yeah, because Scorpion Box only gives 1.
Correct.
Wydwen passes. Now what does Jeremy have? Does Jeremy have a sword?
Probably. Yep. There's the
sword.
fine katana.
And we did just see a calling in favors get discarded. He only had 1, right? In
But
his
thanks
hand?
to the way randomness works, he probably drew another calling in favors
Come
off
on,
of the
man.
cycle.
He has a charge for the he can charge the manipulator. Yep.
He could charge the manipulator. That makes sense.
What did he do instead? Oh, he did draw another calling in favors. That's insane. Yeah, Joe's saying he agrees with not impossible.
Yep,
Look, Joe. Everything
was
is
it.
everything is possible.
Now, does he have? Let's see. At this point, if
At this point, he favorable grounds out his
Yeah.
Asami.
That
So he's
makes
still
sense.
winning, but he's not breaking.
yeah, wins gets the fire ring to re-honor Asami or dishonor Unico, which probably is a better play.
Is it though?
I mean, it takes 2 stats, so it's an a 2-0.
Yeah,
so
but
the potential for
Unico can still
that-
just do a military attack.
Yeah, for 2. Let's see, and then he did have a couple. You have in his hand again. Take a look.
Yeah, he didn't charge. He didn't charge. He played calling in favors to steal the katana, which was a 4 stat swing.
Yeah, that's a much better swing. See, that's the trick. You cycle, you trick them out by going, "Oh, my calling in favors is gone," and you just draw another one, so they play.
Yeah,
their
Nick's
attachments
on
and
his
yoink
first
it.
cycle, he cycled Assassination. So if he draws second calling in favors, then he can bait a sword by knowing he has two.
So he does end up dishonoring the Unico, but Rumor Monger changes it to Tattooed Wanderer.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes sense with Rumor Monger. He hadn't used it yet.
No,
so
he doesn't change it to Tattoo Wanderer. Tattoo Wanderer was dishonored from calling in favors.
You're right. He changed it to favorable.
Favorite niece. Okay.
Zergling, nice pun. I get it.
Now, oh, man, Jeremy had this game. I think the fact that he also doesn't get to double resolve ring here is a big deal.
Yeah, that's the rally. Yeah, definitely tunnel visioned a little bit too hard.
On the plus
Just
side,
go all in.
he doesn't have any broken provinces. So
Yeah, he has like at minimum 2 turns in order to get another attack in. He does lose the covert off the
yeah,
political rival.
based okay, so Nick's based on Wydwen's hand, from what we knew, the known information, it was silly. However,
Pobody's nerfed.
yeah,
As in nobody's perfect.
no, I'm saying so Nick's is saying that cycling the calling in favors was very loose, basically. But I'm saying if you cycle into another calling in favors off the assassination cycle, I think it's smart to cycle the calling in favors because it baits this katana. Blackmail artist airing brings that honor real low if you can get UO. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, because he is at 4. So the dishonor victory isn't.
Blackmail artist
impossible.
will just get bowed by the box though.
Yeah. Looks like he's going military with Unico, using the Void Ring, probably to make Hotaru not stick around as much longer. I don't.
Is this
I imagine Water Ring might have been better here as a way to untap or unbow one of it, like Tattooed Wanderer or something else to get another attack in.
Yeah.
And he hit Public Form, and he just takes the honor token onto it. But he does lose 1 honor, so he's down to 3 now.
So, let's see here. Asami has to do a mill attack. Jeez. You could use Asami to defend. What is this? Do you have to count more fans, or do you have to count more like? If you count more current fan skill, so he can not attack, and if Wydwen attacks into him, he can defend with Asami, box the blackmail artist, and then he will have more fan skill.
Yeah, I do like the not attacking here, which he chose not to attack. 2 reasons. 1, leaves up for defense. 2, it gives him a higher glory and ring count for the favor.
Oh, Wydwen has favor. Yep, you're correct. It'll be 1-to-1 because you have to have more fans, not the same number of fans. Good catch. Luke is saying Yoshi showing plus favor next turn.
Yeah, if he can stave off this attack and or win this attack, it would give him the favor plus Yoshi, which drawing cards.
We're gonna see Blackmail Artist Air probably here to threaten a dishonor victory.
Yep, sounds about right.
So first action box probably. Yep, first action box. We did it.
Box it down.
Hashtag box.
Beat the video game.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
We solved the puzzle of how good is Crane's stronghold.
So Rumor has been used. Does Crane have another court games? Oh no, Scorpion has. Oh, we have another rival.
Rival? Why is
that
he
is
playing
so
rival
aggressive
into this?
I guess he just doesn't want to get dishonored out because it would be a loss of 2 honor and it would put him to 1.
That's true. What does he do here in order? Let's see. Oh yeah,
No, Asami's action here can steal.
That's true. Yeah, taking the honor back makes sense.
Oh, and this gets him favor. This gets him favor guaranteed because he'll win the second ring. And
yep, he'll have double rings.
Yeah, I agree with Luke. I think this is fine.
Now Wydwen is thinking here, so it might be a few moments. Let's see. To go back, do we know what's in Wydwen's? Yes, we know what's in his hand.
We
So he
know
has the adept,
we know
but he
sort of
can't
what's in his
play.
hand. He has one unknown card. Because he cycled one calling in favors and he ended up playing another one. He has 2 court games, yeah. So he's gonna
Yes.
dishonor this political rival, which is basically gonna cancel this honor steal. So Jeremy does win, gonna get favor, gonna have Yoshi. Gonna attack second though. And his political rival got voided, so he does not have political rival.
Now at this point, let's see if he does do. Yep, he does City of Open Hands.
Yep,
So now he's
strongholds.
down to 2.
So now both players are gonna bid 1 here. Both players could bid 1, and Wydwen could be.
Wydwen could bid 2 pretty effectively.
Yeah,
because
I
he
think
needs to get
Wydwen
back
could
with
very
City.
safely bid 2. The real question is, it's a mind game though. That's the thing, right? So if Jeremy thinks he's gonna bid 2 and he bids 2, and then Wydwen wins him, he goes down to 1 honor, and Wydwen gets first attack. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think
Risky plays all
yeah,
around.
Jeremy absolutely I think bids 1, only 1, and Wydwen can bid 2 then. But I mean, crazier things have happened.
So Jeremy does have Yoshi, which I'm imagining he's picking up this turn.
Oh man,
and
Hero
so-
is a big deal here because Hero can basically block Hotaru.
Yeah, Wydwen going first with Harue is bad.
You can
for Crane.
Yeah, you can be also military attack and just hook Asami basically in that room.
Entice him with that fancy instrument he's playing.
Yeah, you just hook Asami into a mill conflict and then she can't use her ability.
I imagine Jeremy's deciding if he wants to go Yoshi or possibly Guest of Honor.
Guest of Honor
Maybe
is
going a little bit
sick.
wider with like Savvy and Cautious Scout.
If
But
you have
the
a Way
Guest
of the
of Honor
Crane, you
could
can
come
go
off
Savvy
quite a
Guest of
bit.
Honor, and that's really easy to break. I mean, you do have Favor though. Like Favor plus Yoshi is so strong, especially because you're gonna one bid. Your hand is so short. Yeah. He plays Yoshi one fate. Wow. Huh?
Wydwen probably he imagines not by like I'm not sure actually.
Maybe Wydwen accidentally.
He actually.
Oh, he was trying to close his graveyard. I'm gonna let the players decide how they want to do this. We can get an admin if needed.
You should be able to just hit manual mode and play it out.
Yeah, you just -1 fate from Wydwen, and then discard it.
Yeah. If he wants to.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Jeremy said here. You just move the hero A into your dynasty discard. Manual mode, add 1 fate to hero A, -1 fate from your pool. Okay. Wydwen being a good sport, accepting the mistake.
Yeah. He does still have that magistrate in his hands. It's not like he doesn't have options still to play.
Luke, are you trying to win this turn as Crane? Like, are you trying to win this turn as Crane, or are you gonna wait for next turn when you have first player? Luke hits me with the thinking in Twitch chat, dude. This isn't a game. I need you need to have an answer immediately. Come on, man.
Yeah. Quick responses.
For real.
Snap.
Like, how am I supposed to ask you questions if you don't respond? At least give me like a kappa or something.
Or that little thinking emoji. That's a good one.
Okay, so Luke says he's not sure he can win. Oh, he says if you win now or lose, but he's saying he doesn't think you can win. All right, let me give him a resident sleeper for that. Oh, Nyx is offering a solution. Well, Nyx what's his name? Wydwen could pull Hotaru into a conflict, making her not able to do an attack. You could then, however, do a water and unbow Hotaru.
So interestingly here, real quick in the game, Wydwen chose to bid 1, which I definitely think is a mistake. He could have an extra card and not have an honor difference
Yep.
because of it.
Um. Yeah. Although he could now not challenge air, and if Jeremy challenges air, it gets canceled by the stronghold.
True. Yeah, because he does have a Taru, which could double air if need be.
I mean, even just single air. Single air immediately gets canceled by the. Luke saying the Scorpion should have bid 2. Nick's saying legit 1 bid. If he bonsais and loses honor twice, then uses his. Just take. Okay, so we're seeing water. He's gonna hook Yoshi.
No, he's choosing to defend with Yoshi or not.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, basically forcing Hotaru. Yeah, there we go, Luke. There's that Kappa. This also takes the fate off of the ring. We do know that Wydwen has Adept of Shadows still.
Yeah, still has him in hand. Still has Magistrate. I believe he
Yes.
still has a Fury too. I haven't seen it played or discarded since we last saw it.
Jeremy is on 3 Furies? Yes?
Uh,
No, Jeremy's only on 2
no,
Furies.
he's on 2.
He has 3 Let Goes, which he has played only 1 of. He's seen all three policy debates and all 3 voice honors.
Yeah, one of those debates was discarded off an Earth Ring.
So we're seeing a defense. We're seeing a defense.
Miyako.
Kakita Yoshi uses his ability, draws 3 cards, and now all events that the Crane player plays for this conflict cost 2 less. So
It's one of my favorite cards. So there's another Court Games, and that I believe is the 3rd one.
yeah, that's the one that we knew about. Oh, now Cunning Magistrate. Cunning Magistrate makes this lets Wydwen win.
Yeah, he wins this one conflict. Very true.
Well, no, but he bows Hotaru and then he has an unopposed heir.
Ah, very true.
We need a way for the Crane player here to honor very quickly.
I think he's gone through 2 of his. Yeah, he's gone through 2 of his 3 Wave the
We
Cranes.
see it for shame, which doesn't matter because Wydwen doesn't care. So
So he brings in Hotaru.
interesting. Why? Why doesn't he just hook in Asami and then play your Magistrate?
Interesting. Yeah, I'm curious about that. Because it turns them all off, gets the 1 honor, so he's down to 1. Oh, bringing in Asami does turn on Asami's own ability to steal an honor.
Yep. No, see, this is why I don't play Crane. It's too much thinking.
I've played against a lot of Crane, and I'm still like a little iffy on everything.
And then Cunning Magistrate gets boxed. Yep. See, that's why I have Twitch chat, because Twitch chat knows what's happening, and I have no idea what I'm talking about because I've been up for like a long time.
They got it. All right, so that conflict finishes with.
So we see a fan conflict contesting air or contesting earth. Wait, this is insane.
Don't you contest fire?
No, you have to contest air.
Well, I mean, wait, yes. So what is his plan here? So he could test Earth.
Wait.
Does he lose?
Wait, he knows Wydwen has Adept of Shadows.
He admit defeats Unico. Unako.
Oh, so he can Asami's on now. Asami's on.
Ah, yeah, makes sense. But I thought it was
That's
only during
still so risky.
conflict.
No, Asami doesn't do anything. Asami just gets boxed. No, Nyx, Unico already swapped herself. First action was Unico swaps herself.
This is interesting
right
because
here.
if he does Adept of Shadows, he gets to box it. So you have to bounce it and play it again. in order to
No,
actually
no,
get
no, no. You
defensive.
mill attack with the Adeptus Shadows.
Right. I'm speaking in terms of if he wants to actually contest
No,
this
Nix,
fight.
he couldn't hit. He couldn't admit defeat. The first action was Unico switching, so Unico had 4.
Yeah, because she's not dishonored.
Yeah, no one is saying it. Yeah, and so Asami uses her ability and immediately gets stolen back. I think this is
Now
the game.
He plays.
Is he
double
gonna
fan.
break?
No way, because he Adeptus Shadow. Well, so here's what happens.
He has to
does
double
Adeptus
Adeptus Shadows.
He boxes it, bows it. He bounces.
No, Cunning
it in.
Magistrate. You just play Cunning Magistrate.
Yeah, that also solves
Wait,
the problem.
yeah. Jeremy knows this card is in his hand.
Does he have an answer to it? Because I don't know what's in. I don't know what's in.
That doesn't
Jeremy's
do
hand.
anything. Boxing it doesn't do anything. Jeremy! Oh
Nope.
no!
There's no winner here. That's a fair prompt now. There are
Now
no winners here.
now it's done. Now yeah, that's GG. Now we see Adeptus Shadows air ring. Oh no.
He could have something. Well, no.
Just
No, he can't. He could have Miyamoto's Fury because we haven't seen that out of Jeremy yet.
yeah, he could have
No,
no,
I'm
he's
totally
only on
wrong.
2 Furies. He's only on 2 Furies and
only
he's
on
played them
two.
both.
That's right. That's right.
He could
I
have
forgot his
for Shame
very
combo.
He could have for shame combo. Very true. Because he's only used, from what I can tell, 2 for shame and
Yep.
1 rifle. Or steward.
Steward. Yep. He needs specifically Luke saying at least he used box.
So Wydwen kind of made a mistake here. He bounced his own Adeptus
Oh,
Shadows
okay.
during actions. I think that might have been a misclick.
Absolutely. Yes, we can all agree. Jeremy's saying, I think that's clear.
Yeah, that's very likely. That he thought he was already in attackers, or choosing to attack.
Much as I wish you did. Yep. Alright, 4 shame combo. Wydwen playing 34-dimensional chess L5R here.
Yeah, so he has 3 in hand. He needs exactly 4 shame and Steward of Law.
I'm getting sweaty hands with this close a game. Understandable, says Jeremy.
Arms are
Alright,
sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy.
there's vomit on his sweater already.
Mom spaghetti.
Oh man, we're on it.
We're on the mean point.
Alright.
So he's got the adept. He's got the.
Air.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even last turn.
Wait, he's
if
doing
he
Void!
chose Air,
Oh, Void does the same thing.
yes, Void I think is the more dangerous play, but it also does the same thing.
Void has the random thing of not killing him immediately, whereas Air does.
Yeah.
All right, 3 cards in hand. Let's see some 4 shame combo.
Other possible options. Can't Noble Sacrifice. Crane is not running charge, so that's not a possibility, Joe.
Yeah, look. Crane's a sophisticated class, Joe. They don't have time to charge around.
Yeah, it doesn't help political. I don't need that card, right?
Yeah, Joe, come on.
And Jeremy's calling GG.
Yep. I think Jeremy just forgot about the Cunning Magistrate. And
Yeah,
he went for the
did
win,
too.
and the Cunning Magistrate ruined his day. I mean, it was still a really good game.
Yeah, it was close. I think the very clear point where we can see this game turned around was the all in on the stronghold.
Yes,
That gave
yes, absolutely,
Wydwen just enough
absolutely. Jeremy not realizing he had rally was huge. Play reprieve. Joe is just like
If
infiltrating.
and
Where's your
the-
Iron
the
Mine?
mistake phase.
Yeah, the takeaway here is look at Decklists when available. I agree. it is a resource that you are free to use, and not using it is, I think, is a little arrogant. All right. Unfortunate for Jeremy. It was a very good game.
No, that was very back and forth. Definitely not a one-sided stream roll. Yeah, very, minor misplays, except very much that blind attack into rally
Yep.
was the downfall of Jeremy, and the Crane as a whole being a little too optimistic. So that is another
No, and
Scorpion
Stewie.
top 16, huh?
For shame, Stewie was what he needed.
I never get those guys right. They're the same person. All those Cranes look alike.
Yeah,
They
all
all
those
got
Cranes look
gray
exactly.
hair, and
They're all getting Tetsubo'd. Gotcha.
they're all getting hit in the face with a giant stick.
Hey, what's up, man?
You hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Sort of. Yep, there we go. Congratulations on your win, man. That was a very well fought game.
Thank you very much. Saw a bad start to the game.
Yeah, it was interesting. So after turn, you were definitely very behind. In pretty much throughout the game, but like you got a lot of advantage through incremental things. Like Miyako put in work for you.
Yeah, but I think the biggest thing was his attack into rally.
Yeah, we were commenting,
Should've
and
known.
we established that because like Jeremy obviously is a very good player here. He's played very well. I just think he didn't look at your deck list.
As well.
Yeah, it was a very classic example of tunnel vision. Just, I'm gonna do this one thing, and he did it, and it was wrong.
Yeah, I mean maybe he was expecting entrenched position, but he got hit by rally, and he just didn't have enough to break.
So bad. I had no way of the Scorpions, no Forged Edicts, no Miramoto's Furies.
You saw one Fury. You saw one Fury and one Fate Worse Than Death.
Late in the game. I saw it actually with, I think, Secret Cache. And then I could try to bait his Voice of Honor with the Fury. But he had another one for the Assassinate then.
Yeah, one of the other really fun plays that time was when you had discarded the Calling in Favors to the Niece, and then it looked like you drew another one off the top with that, and was able to steal that Katana to stop that break early on.
2 when I discarded it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's what we assumed.
So, Calling Favor is not that good in this matchup, but he hadn't played any attachments, and I got all of them. But I was low on honor anyway, so I needed to discard the Assassinate. That I need to steal one. Because if I could not steal it, I think I lose that conflict.
So looks like so 2 Scorpions played 2 Cranes today, and both Scorpions were victorious. You and Heinzel were both victorious. So you will be playing against Sotomatic, actually, the person who we were talking with yesterday, and so he, I'm sure, is looking real forward to playing against Scorpion.
He hates it.
So you just gotta feed into his misery, man.
I will do my best.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I think that's what everyone's trying to do. Is that?
At night, and, yeah,
What'd you say?
night and
Yep.
nightmares of Scorpion.
Yeah. So
I like that matchup that
you,
much.
you said you like the matchup, or you don't like the matchup?
That much, but as a drama because I lost all my games versus Phoenix last season in the group stages when there was not yet 6 legal. And and Death and the Magistrate owned me quite hard. But
Oh yeah, the Haughty Magistrate.
Phantom, which you usually didn't play at the time, and without the Fate Worse than Death. He had
What's
the
your-
favor, so
How has Cunning Magistrate been for you? So, I don't know if you watched Heinzel's match that I streamed, but Heinzel was basically running literal core Scorpion, and his only Imperial card was one policy debate.
yeah, I don't like this list that much.
That's
Magistrate is like I tried it out for the cup. During the season I played with 3 Yojimbos.
oh okay. You were playing Yojimbos before.
Yeah, played some conflict characters, not as many as the Crab Splash does. But
Yeah, and you don't have any
I
Kachiko.
like to have options. Yeah, I don't.
Do you not like running her as a one of?
I think it's fine as a one-off, but I just don't like fade open match. I like to fade my lower guys a lot.
That's fair.
Don't have that much fade left.
That's fair. I can get behind that.
Definitely a very different play style when you have her in the deck.
A political breaker you can rely on if you have in a deck, but it's also in your hand it's like -1 card, so.
So,
But,
looking forward, so you're going to be playing against Phoenix. We have 2 Scorpions. We have Shen versus Brian Crane. And then we have 2 Lions playing out. So you're going to either be playing... if you beat Soto, you have a Lion or a Mirror coming up. I'm assuming you don't... Do you not like playing the Mirror? Like, I can't imagine the Mirror match is that fun for Scorpion.
it's quite interesting.
Oh,
actually.
really? Okay.
Never lost one before, so.
Yeah, Heinzel was saying in group stage, because I mentioned that you were in his group, and
Yeah.
he didn't know that you were German also, because he's also German.
Didn't know that as well.
But
But the thing is, Scorpions played is the Crab Splash, and you're actually quite favored with the Dragon Splash against
Yeah, that's
them,
what
so it's
Kalimsha
not
was
surprising
saying that.
I didn't lose to them.
Well, Heinzel
Yeah.
has no favorite nieces, and he has three Way of the Scorpions, so he doesn't have any filtering for any potential dead cards in his hand. So like you and Shenful are still on favorite niece.
Interesting, during the league I played Heinzel as the first match, and I still tagged against my opponents, which I later decided to not do. So I didn't even have Way of the Scorpions in my deck, and I was surprised he did.
That's fair. I think it's reasonable to do either, but we'll see.
Yeah, at the beginning I was like, okay, let's take this serious, and then I was like, nah, that's stupid. For the first game I tagged, and it was pretty nice because I think he actually drew 2 Way of the Scorpions. And,
Yeah, and if you're not playing any crab conflict characters, they actually have 0 targets. Like I think they have 3 targets in the splash that has skirmishers, because you can Way the Scorpion those guys.
but it's not that without nieces in the mirror, because sometimes you can actually actress a niece.
Oh sure.
Anyway, and get rid of them that way.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Usually it's a disadvantage to draw them, so I was running to myself when I didn't.
So it looks like Scorpion is making a very strong showing here. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's gonna be 4 guaranteed Scorpions in the top 16, with the ones that have already made it, and then there's potential for 2 more with Kalimsha and Sir Largeness making the top 16. So a very strong showing by Scorpion. Where do you think Scorpion is right now? Like if you were to have to like rank the clans?
I think we are very strong near the top.
Okay.
But I also think that a lot of people actually many errors on the bid against Scorpion.
Oh, so that's
Like-
that's where you think the most errors come from is in the bid phase?
I think they are safe often, and then I still have like 3 court games to Way of the Scorpions left in my deck. You need to consider that when you're not always safe on like 4. I can dishonor you.
Yeah, it's
so I
just
never
like
have,
it's like
more
dishonor. It's like
Scorpions left and stuff.
yeah, firing this guy, way of the Scorpion with court games, way of the
And then
Scorpion.
they're like 4 or 5, and then they don't do the airing. Yeah, for example.
Yeah,
But even though they could have easily avoided that.
yeah. I think Jeremy could have air ringed at one point and kind of saved himself a little bit. A lot of people don't like to do the air ring against Scorpion because then it gives you a free box opportunity. But if you just add 2 fate into the pool, it just adds more fate for the Scorpion having to drag you down with,
That's
or more honor.
true
Sorry.
if I'm way ahead in honor. As you have seen, like there were turns where I think there might be one turn where I didn't use my box. I'm not too sure about that actually.
I think you used it. I every time
Yeah.
you were able to. I think there was only one turn you didn't use it.
One turn, so and even in the turns where I was like 5 ahead, I dropped low enough. So the
Yeah.
airing is
Kalimsha was saying
in
that
use of that box.
if you play it correctly, Scorpion should be able to box almost every turn. What did you think about his all-out attack on Rally? And he said that he knew the deck
Okay.
list.
I think that was what lost him the game actually.
Yeah. Okay. So that I also agree.
It was like he didn't do anything because he did not manage to break it.
Yeah.
3 crackbacks, which I could develop like
So because all he has to do is if he pokes military with the Sami to flip it, then he can just pull out with favorable ground, and then he has a really strong board to do a political attack, and I think he wins then.
so too. I don't think I have enough. I still have the court games and stuff, and if he doesn't have any court games, I might have a chance.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it would have been better to poke the province first. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. However, you were victorious, so congratulations, and I guess you have to just wait to see who your opponent is gonna be. Oh no, you know who your opponent's gonna be.
Salto is
Yeah,
the next. Yeah, and
Yes.
then I think it.
and then the quarters is gonna be a lion or a scorpion, or a lion or a scorpion.
We'll see. A lot of people say Lion has a good matchup against Scorpion, but I think so.
You don't think so? Okay. I mean I would love to be proven wrong. It's just one of those things that a lot of people just kind of on paper the lion strategy matches up well against the scorpion strategy, but I mean I would definitely love to see it.
I think they need to high roll very high to actually have a chance.
Really? Okay.
A league game where my opponent opened this 2 Lion Sprites Brawler really hard, and then I still managed to defend my stronghold 3 turns in a row.
Wow.
Him. Eventually dishonored him out.
Huh. All right.
Perhaps I've many lines in the league on Discard Cup, and perhaps they're just bad on Jigoku.
That's fair. I definitely think that most of the players in the cut are a little bit of I would expect higher level of play. Especially
On
as you
average,
move
for
as you
sure.
move later into the cup.
Yeah, for sure. Meet good random players on Jigoku as well, but most often they are actually not that good.
All right, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm going to go to sleep. I will catch
Have
you
a good night
guys
then.
later. Congratulations again. Thanks again, Vince, for casting. And
Of course,
good
that was
luck.
a great game to cast.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck against Soto, Wydwen.
I mean,
Alright guys, I am done. I will be uploading all these videos to YouTube and posting them in the Discord, and then I'm going to go to sleep. See ya.